Yo, what's going on, family? I'm back. Another day, another dollar, right? So let's get right into it, man. I'm gonna be going over how we're gonna be attacking the market, how we're gonna be going about, this trading journey that we're starting together, right? So let's get into it, man. So, like I said in yesterday's video, we're gonna pick 3 stocks a week. I'm gonna pick 3 stocks a week that I'm going to do my due diligence on. I'm going to chart it out. I'm going to see which ones are gonna bring the most potential, right? That is my main goal. Is I want to bring you guys hitters every fucking day, right? But the ones that I pick for the week, what we're gonna be doing is rinsing and repeating. We're gonna be rinsing and repeating a lot of these stocks that I give out. So, for an example, right? Let's just say I'm not gonna make today's video super long. By the way, this is gonna be kind of like a quick video, in and out kind of video. But and then at the end, I'll give one stock for tomorrow, just so you guys can trail it, watch it. I don't want, actually, you know what? I don't even think I want anybody trading this one tomorrow. I just want you to see how I'm gonna go about it, and I want you to see the levels that I give out get hit to a T, and I want you to see the opportunity in this. I want you guys to see what is possible with this, right? So, yeah, how I'm going to be trading is primarily options. Primarily options trading. How we're going to be working it, 3 stocks. I'm going to give levels, all right? At the end of every night, I'm going to give the levels for the next day, and your guys' job is to pay attention to the levels that I give, right? And by the way, all the levels that I give are tried and true. They're not just fucking levels that I'm just picking out of thin air. They're not none of that. All of these levels that I chart out are the same levels that all of your favorite YouTubers have, that have 20, 30 years in the game, that are doing this shit. It's all of the same levels, right? It's not like I'm just I'm not guessing. That's not what we're doing, right? We're not guessing. We're not gambling. We're getting up. We're getting in, making our money, getting out. So options, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving if a stock that I give is trading in between a range, which most likely is going to be the case, I'm probably going to give 3 that are in a range and that are either ready for a breakout in the up direction or the down direction. So what I'm going to do is, or how we're going to be playing this, is the if this then that strategy. All right, this is how we're going to be playing it. Which means, so say I give a level, right? Say I give a level, a stock is in a range. Let's say the stock is at resistance, right? Let's just say it's at resistance. It's having a hard time getting above that resistance level to continue to go higher. So what does it do? It starts to get rejected, right? So at that rejection level, what we're going to do is we're going to buy puts. We're going to ride it down, in and out, make your fucking money, get out. Like, I'm going to give you a downside target for puts, and I'm going to give you an upside target for calls. And your job, okay? Don't put any money that you're not willing to lose, number 1. Number 2, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am just going to share what I do. This is what I do. And it helps me because, dude, the stock market is a crazy place, and it can have your emotions in all different kind of directions. It can put your mindset at all different, it could really be stressful and overwhelming at times. So that is my goal. Another one of my goals is to minimize as much confusion for you guys as possible, right? I mean, the only job that y'all have is to be strategic, be a sniper, Get in and out of your plays, make your money, get out, get in, get out, make your money bounce. That is the job that you guys are gonna have. This is how you guys are gonna operate. And with doing that, right, you're going to manage your risk. You're going to use a stop loss. So important. If you don't know how to use a stop loss, let me know in the comments below. I'll make a video about it. So yeah, and entries and exits is so important, dude. That is like the thing that is going to either make you a successful trader or a bad trader, is your entries and exits. You have to be on point with your entries and exits. If you are not on point, you are going to get burned. Okay, that's why I say use a stop loss, because a stop loss is going to kick you out of the play, right, at a very minimal loss. Like, say you put your stop loss at $25 to the downside, like, meaning like you lose 25, it kicks you out, boom, you're out of the play, on to the next one. You don't have to worry about it, right? You could just continue on to your day. And then, managing your risk, like managing how much money that you're putting into the market, how much you're putting into a stock, right? How much you're putting into that play. So like, there's no need to go all crazy and put 1,000, put 5,000, 10,000 on a play. Just start small. So that's what I suggest. Start small, see how this works, go play the game of the market, right? Play the game of the market and get familiar with it. If you're not familiar with this, get familiar with it. Try to leave. The most important thing with this shit, with trading, with day trading, is do not let your emotions get in the way of a trade. Do not trade with your emotions. It is so important, bro. I'm telling you now, do not trade with your emotions. Trade with the chart. Trade with the chart, not the emotions, with the charts, okay? When you trade with the charts, you are guaranteed success. I mean, it's tried and true. It is what it is. Like, this is how it works, okay? You don't trade with your emotions. So let's get on to, so that's enough of that. Let's get on to the play I have for tomorrow, okay? We're gonna play this out. We're gonna just see, so you guys can see how I'm going to be playing it, what we're gonna be doing, how we're going to be, going about this, right? So, number one, boom. I have Meta pulled up here, okay? Now, Meta is looking very interesting. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you an upside target and a downside target, okay? If the target to the upside breaks out above that level, we are to buy calls and ride it up to the next level that I give. Get in, get out, bang, you're done. If it goes below this level, right, I'm going to give you another lower target, and if it falls below the first level that I give, we are going to buy puts and ride it down. Get in, get out, make your money, boom, done, okay? This is how we're gonna do it. So I got Meta pulled up here. Meta is sitting at 748.60 at this video, at the recording of this video. 648.60. Okay, so the first level that we're going to look for to break above tomorrow is going to be 751. If Meta can break and hold, break the level and hold the level. Don't just hit it, flash above it and come back down. None of that. It has to break and hold 751. If it breaks and holds 751, the next target of upside is going to be 755. So if you see Meta tomorrow morning, let's just say it's in the pre-market, 749, right? and it goes up, boom, and fucking blasts through 750, blasts through 751, and it just looks like it just wants to keep ripping, boom, you would grab it there at 751. Once it gets above and holds that level, of course. You don't ever want to be the first one into a trade. You don't ever want to, you don't ever want to chase a trade either. Be patient. Be patient. Wait for the trade to play out. Okay, you are going to have time to get in. So 751, if it breaks above 751, my first upside target is 755. Now, if this thing gets moving, it's going to move, and it's going to move quick. Okay. And the next target that I have above 755 is 760. So that is a $10 move from where it is currently at right now. Well, above 751, you got 755 and then a clear shot right to 760. So that is a $9 upside target on Meta tomorrow if it gets moving and grooving above that 755. I mean, if it gets cruising above that 755, 760 is free and clear. It's going to happen very quickly. All right. So you want to get in. You can even wait, to be honest with you. You could even wait. You don't have to be the first one in. You don't have to go to 751, right? If it breaks above 751, hits 755, and starts to get rejected, you can ride it back down to 751, or if it starts to break above 751, goes to 755, breaks out above 755, boom, you get in, you ride it to 760, boom, done, trade over with, you get in, get out, make your money, right? And with options, guys, you can make a lot and lot of money with options, right? But you can only lose what you put up. So that is like the thing. And that is why I say use a stop loss. So you are minimizing your risk. As soon as you pull that trigger on that call or put, you put your stop loss on. So that way, if it starts to go the opposite direction of what you're doing, of what you're planning it does, then it kicks you out with a minimal loss, okay? So all right, so we covered the upside, right? We covered the upside. If Meta gets above 751, 755, 760, okay? If Meta gets below, if it starts to break below 746, 746.80 roughly. If it starts to break below 746.80, I mean, it has a clear shot. Like, there is no liquidity at this level. It is going right to 742. So 746 to 742. If it breaks below 746, boom, you enter a put. You enter a put, and a put is betting that the stock is going to go down, right? So you ride it down to that level of 742.45. Ride it right down to that level, and if this happens, it's going to happen quick. Just like the move from 755 to 760. If it breaks below 746.90, 746.80, somewhere around there, it is a straight flush right down to 742. All right, now a $4 to $5 move in options, guys, is, I mean, especially if you have a decent amount of money in it, it is a life-changing move. I mean, a $4 to $5 move in options, especially a quick one, it's life-changing, bro. You can make, your month's salary in one fucking trade if you do it correctly, right? If your entry is on point, if your exit is on point, if you don't overstay your welcome, if you're patient, if you wait for the opportunity to play out, that is when you make your money. You will make the most money doing that and being secure and just understanding the levels and understanding where you're getting in, where you're getting out. Boom, done, trade over, and you go about your day, right? So that is my levels. That is what we're going to be pretending to play tomorrow. I'm not playing it. I'm not planning. I'm gonna start fresh, wait for next week. But this is just something to show you guys. This is just something to show you guys. Now tomorrow I'm going to hop back on here and I'll let you guys know, where it closes out the week, where Meta closes out the week. Remember that Meta is trading at 748.65 at the time of this video. Upside targets of 751, above 751 we got 755 and then 760. Okay, and then below 746.60 we got 742.74. So that is where I'm going to be looking to trade. You can make your money in between these levels. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer them. And let's get ready to make this money, bro. That's what we're here to do. Make this fucking money. So let's get ready to make this money. Hope you guys have an amazing day tomorrow. And be looking out for the levels. Be looking out for my video tomorrow. And I will, I will check in with the levels on where it hit. All right. And then I will go over, I'll go over the whole thing with y'all. But that's it for tonight. Have a good one, y'all. I love y'all. Peace and blessings.